Vanessa Cole was delivering the morning news when her water broke live on air as she fought through labor. Viewers had no idea she was also moments away from exposing a serial killer connected to her own missing sister. Title: Pregnant news anchor goes into labor while on air. It was a crisp autumn morning in the quiet town of Ashton Falls. The local news station, WAFN Channel 6, buzzed with its usual energy. Inside the studio, all eyes were on the morning anchor, Vanessa Cole. At 34, was a respected journalist, sharp.com, and always in control. Viewers adored her charm, and her recent pregnancy had only made her more relatable to her growing audience. Vanessa was 8 months along, glowing with expectancy. She had insisted on working until her due date. She claimed the routine kept her grounded. That morning, she wore her signature pastel blazer and smiled into the camera like she always did. But what the viewers didn't know, and what Vanessa herself didn't realize, was that this broadcast would be her last. As the clock struck 8:03 a.m., Vanessa began reading a breaking news story. A woman's body had been discovered in a wooded area near the riverbank. Police were asking for any information. It was the third such case in just 2 months, all unsolved. The air in the studio grew tense. The town was on edge. Suddenly, Vanessa clutched the desk. Sharp pain cut through her stomach. She paused but pushed through, continuing to deliver the news. Producers behind the glass stared in alarm. She was clearly in pain but still speaking. It wasn't until the weather segment that Vanessa leaned forward, gasped, and collapsed onto the desk. The feed cut to a commercial, but the clip would go viral within the hour. Paramedics arrived within minutes. Vanessa was rushed to St. Agnes Hospital. She was in labor, but something was wrong. The doctors found signs of extreme stress. Her blood pressure was dangerously high, and the baby was in distress. Vanessa kept repeating a name, Madeline. The baby, a girl, was delivered early, but healthy. Vanessa, however, was placed in intensive care. She had slipped into a coma. The name Madeline set off a strange chain of events. Investigators dug deeper into Vanessa's personal life. That's when they discovered something chilling. 21 years earlier, in a neighboring town, a teenager named Madeline Royce had gone missing. Vanessa Cole, then known as Vanessa Royce, had been her sister. No one had connected the dots. Vanessa had changed her last name early in her journalism career. But the case of her sister had never been solved. That detail had remained buried, even as the town grew more paranoid about the new wave of murders. The bodies found by the riverbank, all of them bore a haunting resemblance to the missing Madeline. Days passed, and Vanessa woke from her coma. Her story poured out like a dam breaking. She had never stopped searching for her sister. Her pregnancy had been a turning point. She'd grown more desperate, more obsessed with solving the mystery, before bringing her daughter into the world. The last piece fell into place when police reviewed the broadcast footage frame by frame, just seconds before Vanessa collapsed. The studio camera captured a reflection in the window behind her man's face, half hidden in the shadows. Enhanced images confirmed it was Dr. Ellis Granger, a local historian and frequent guest on the station's weekly segment on Ashton Falls Past. No one had suspected the mild-mannered academic. A search of Granger's property revealed a hidden cellar. Inside were relics, clippings, and hair samples, souvenirs of the women he had killed. His obsession had begun with Madeline. He had met her at a summer history camp 2 decades ago. She rejected him, he snapped. She was his first victim. The rest were surrogates, women who looked just like her, including, almost, Vanessa. Granger was arrested. In court, he showed no emotion. He was sentenced to life without parole. Vanessa never returned to the anchor desk. She left Ashton Falls and relocated with her daughter, determined to give her a quiet life. The studio framed a photo of her last broadcast, frozen in time. It serves as a reminder of the moment a community came face to face with Evelyn, the strength of a woman who uncovered it while bringing new life into the world. The town still watches the news, but the morning broadcast is quieter now. Behind every headline, there's a silent understanding. Sometimes, the truth comes out when you least expect it, even during a live broadcast.